Hello homeowners and gardeners. Today we're going to talk about how to prune salvia. Now there are many different types of salvia. A lot of them are fairly similar, but I'm going to talk about the two types that are vastly different, and I have both of them here at home, and I want to show you what I do to prune them during the season so that way they continuously bloom and they continuously provide you with the flowers that you're wanting when you purchased or grew salvia from seed. So the first one we're going to talk about is Salvia amistad, and I have a few in the leftover. I've been sitting in these trays for about a month now behind me here. So looks like this. It's about what it looks like when it comes, maybe a little not as decrepit as this, but when you plant this on the ground, the idea is for these things to get bigger and produce blooms all season long. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I prune them, and that will help you for these things to flourish like you're going to see how they do on my property here. You can see I have a lot of Salvia amistad here, and what you're going to find is that over time, when the blooms are finished, the flowers will fall off, like you see here on this one, okay? And then when that's happening, when it's just about done, you want to prune it right down to here, right here, right where the leaves are, right where they branch off, okay? And then it's going to stimulate more growth, like you see this other bud is coming right here, okay? We have another one on the same one right here. It's really hard for me to hold the camera steady, but you see this one here? That one was done too. Now let's take a look here. This is one stem, right? So this is all growing. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I've got a couple more buds coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there'd be 7 on here, 8 at the same time. This was exactly like the one you saw at the beginning of the video, where we had just one stem and just 1 or 2 flowers that were coming up. So as you continuously trim them, you will get more growth. And look at this one, is a long time coming. I don't know why. Look at this. I don't know why. So I'm going to go way down to the bottom, right when it hits the very bottom down here, and clip that thing off. So look at the size of this. And you don't need the plant trying to expend energy, trying to revive that, keep it alive. So you want to get rid of it pretty quickly so that way it can continue, okay? Look at this little guy. I don't really anticipate much happening here, so I'm going to take that one off too. We're going to go down and see some more. Okay, here's one. That one's done. The flowers all fell off. I was intentionally not keeping on top of these because I knew I was going to be doing this video, and I've been procrastinating, and now I'm a little behind in some of this pruning. Okay, let's continue down. I have so much here that I can't even tell you how much salvia I have on the property. Okay, that one's out. Look at this guy. Look at how big and bushy he's gotten. This was just, again, one little stem in the flat. Look at this thing. This thing had all flowers on it. It's out now, and then we're going to get more. If we continue to prune these, we'll just continue to get more. And look, this is all one. Look, this came from one. Let's got my Scotch broom bumping into it. But right now there's nothing for me to prune on this one. we're just gonna, you know, continue along. I'm gonna show you a couple others that need some pruning that will hopefully grow a little bigger soon, like these guys. Okay, so these were planted later, and I think I'll take this one here, this one down here, soon this one. I think this guy, I can probably take this one now. Back here, out, right? So then this plant can come back a little bit. This one, I'm just gonna take this now. I mean, there's a couple left, but let me just get it off there. So this is what we're doing here to continue the growth cycle and make sure it continues to produce and flower throughout the entire summer and through fall, right? That's what we all want. Yeah, this guy needs some growing up too. He's smaller, and I'm gonna cut it here, but look at that little bud that's ready to come out, right? So now we got rid of this thing, and this guy is next in line to get some energy from the plant. See, this one's doing pretty good. This was, again, one stem, and look how much we're getting out of that one now. Not really much I can prune now, maybe in a couple of days. And these guys. Okay, you get the idea. Now, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna show you a different salvia that you may have caught in the beginning. So this white one is a Salvia sylvesteris, and this is really in the sage family. And when you look at these guys, I mean, it's really kind of hard to tell what's a salvia and what's not, because they're all so closely related. And what some people will tell you when it comes to pruning these is you know, when it stops flowering, just cut it all the way down. Absolutely not. Do not listen to those people unless you do not want to have buds and flowers on this thing for months, okay? So that's not what I do. This thing had already flowered. We're in the middle of July. This has already flowered 2 or 3 times, because as you can see, these things start to get spent, okay? See that? What happens is the color, whether it's white or whatever color you've got, starts at the bottom and comes up. And then the bees, ironically enough, also, like you see the bee right here on this one, look at him. They kind of also follow it from the bottom up. So once this thing is completely spent, like this guy, see here? Just don't want to bother this bee. You can cut this guy completely off. Now, right at the bottom of its stem, right where the leaves are. Okay, that's gone. And then you'll get more, right? So you see there's another one here coming up. I've already been trimming these. See this one here? This little bud here, and then one behind it. And this one, it's because I've been trimming. See this? I've got very little left. I'm gonna say, okay, that's it. I'm done with you. And I'm gonna clip it. By the way, I love these clippers. Totally recommend them. They're not expensive. I'm gonna leave a link to them down in the first pinned comment, and also in the description to my Amazon link for these. It helps the channel, but I absolutely highly recommend these. So I'm gonna clip it there. This guy here, gone. This one, gone, right? Because what's happening is if you don't clip them, they'll start to develop seeds on here. And the plant is going to be putting a lot of energy into manufacturing seeds so it can procreate, right? Or I don't know what you want to call it in the plant world, but so it could multiply and drop seeds and then, you know, make more salvia. So we don't want that energy going to that. We want the energy going to growing the plant bigger and making more flowers and buds. So that's why I am doing this. And you can see they're all coming back, and you can see the other buds, like I talked about, are coming. So you have this cycle, and as you are clipping the older ones off, the newer ones are coming back. And you can do the same thing with like the sages. It's all the same, and that's why you're constantly seeing colors on these things, and you will, for as long as the climate in this area will permit, they will continue to provide the colors that you're looking for in your garden. So did you find that helpful? I hope so, because you know I got crushed by mosquitoes making this video, and it did it all for you. So I would appreciate you hitting that like button. The like button definitely helps the channel, and Google will promote it more, and it helps me. So thanks very much for hitting that like button. If you would like me to do any other landscaping, plant related videos, please let me know. I do have more coming because I went crazy with the plants and the landscaping this year, and I have a lot to share. So I appreciate you watching the rest of them in the playlist. I hope you have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you next time.